Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Pemko number PK33W PemkoPrene Adhesive-Backed Fire and Smoke Gasketing. This is the PK33W. This is what it looks like in the package. Okay, available in different lengths as this roll. Available in really in sets of what you could expect to buy the material in 17 foot, 18 foot, 20, 21 foot, 25 foot sets. For instance, 17 feet would be perfect for a 3070 door. You've got 7 feet plus 7 feet plus 3 feet, that's 17. You can also get it in 510 foot rolls if you've got a project just simply requiring lots of these and you don't want to deal with all this, there are 2 rolls that are here, so you're dealing with all this packaging. Just buy the 510 foot roll would be the way to go. So I've got this package to open up here, and I'd like to show it to you now. This material is very supple. You can tell that it is very small, very thin, very light, but at the same time you get the impression that it's of very high quality. The PK33 is specifically intended for very tight margins on doors and frames. Compresses down to just a 1/16 of an inch. You can squeeze it together and it becomes almost insignificant. 3/16 when it's uncompressed in terms of the width or thickness, I suppose. And the width of the backer is 3/8 of an inch. That is a peel away protective, pardon me, it's a peel away two-sided tape that's there. You pull that off. Teardrop shape, again white in color. Has some grooves, which you can't see. It's just too small of an item really to get the camera to focus on it. So this material is going to be used for your smoke, fire control, fire-rated frames or smoke control openings are going to require some sort of material like this. And there is a link below this video to what's called the cut sheet, which is really the steps of installation, which are included on the back of the packaging here. And I do want to just touch on some of the important aspects of doing this. You can see from the cut sheet the application detail, which shows where it goes in the head and the 2 jambs and the head. You want to install it that way as shown. You want to install it in pieces. Don't run it as a continuous run around, because those inside corners will be a point of failure, and they're surely going to fail at that point. So cut and even miter the 2 inside corners. Okay. This material must be installed onto very clean frames, free of dust, free of debris. Make sure that they're utterly clean before you put this material on. Make sure that if the frame has been painted, the paint is fully cured. Any sort of way that the installation can fail, it's going to. It's a very high quality adhesive that's on there, but nonetheless, if you put this down to a dusty frame, the material the next day is gonna come off. So I'm going to pull the instruction sheet out here just to make sure that I've not missed anything important as we're discussing it. But so step 1 was to pre-cut. Okay. Install it and miter the top. Install it as pieces. Step 2 says remove approximately 24-inch of backing of the adhesive on the back and work with that. I have found that that's too much to work with. In my experience, the first one that you do, if you're doing it fast, you're going to get a wavy result. I like working with 10 inches or so I can make sure that it's really nice, very straight. Because you'll notice it when you open up the door. You'll see because you got a straight line on the inside corner of the face of the stop and the rabbet of the stop itself. You'll see if you've not got that installed straight. So working with a shorter amount is what I found to give me better success. But also, if you've got too much hanging, you don't want to have it unintentionally touch the frame and then have to pull it off. That's going to fatigue the adhesive and compromise, the integrity of the installation. And if you're doing this for smoke or gasket reasons, that stuff must be attached to the frame. Otherwise, it's a violation of fire code. Step 3 is very important when you're applying it. Don't pull it. Don't stretch it out at all. Let it go on in its natural length. Don't pull it, don't scrunch it up, otherwise it'll it'll fail at those points as well. Once installed, apply firm pressure along the entire surface of the product to ensure proper adhesion to the frame. But don't run your hand on it like this, because you're going to stretch it out. Just push. Real nice down there. Included is going to be a couple of things here. You're going to get this decal, which will go onto the frame, showing that that opening is in compliance with the required code for smoke and draft control. Also, touching on the importance of keeping it clean. They even give you what they label as a frame cleaner. It's a wet nap is what it is, and it's going to help make sure that you've got it clean and dry. So absolutely use that and make sure it's dry, very critically there. Pemko is a full-line manufacturer of all things weather stripping like this related. This is just one in many of a series of material that they have. And the PemkoPrene, what they're saying here is that it is a, their proprietary, type of material that, quite frankly, seems like feels like silicone, except that it feels as if it's more durable. It's hard to describe it. It just seems that it would tear not as easily as silicone would. Okay. Longest lasting commercial grade door seal. Now, I've used this material in instances also when it's not for smoke or draft control. Building, shop or warehouse in the back, showroom up in the front and back door of the building, but then you've got a demising wall between the warehouse and the shop area. So when those two exterior doors are open, the wind will just howl through the building. I've installed it on there to keep the dust from the shop or the warehouse area in the back from coming to the front to the showroom. You don't want your material on display to get dusty. This material has been very effective at helping retard, dust coming in, and you can tell. You can see the dust pattern where it's getting caught as it's trying to get through the frame. It just builds up there. So it's a real good quality product. If you have any questions on the Pemko PK33W, PemkoPrene Adhesive-Backed fire or smoke gasketing, or any other Pemko product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.